So as you can see, I barely have walking room in here now. I've got all this stuff. I've even got my old freaking power steering rack still sitting here, along with a box from Prince Valorum that's got all the MTX 626 stuff piled on the top, stuff piled on the roof. I'm at a premium for space here. Step one, getting organized. Hopefully. There's a styrofoam top. Keys. Casters. Big casters. Cheap plastic wheels. Got a little bit of play in them too. And the handle. Side handle. There's only one side handle for this. So before I install this bar, obviously I want to flip this over, install the casters. And before I flip it over, I want to relock the drawers. And there's just one lock, and it locks all the drawers except the bottom. So I've got 1, 2, 3 locked drawers. You would think that it should lock the bottom as well, but that did not lock. Okay, so let's flip this thing over. Nice bolts. They have Allen keys inside the bolts, kind of like a in-link. The wrench does not fit very well either. Are there different bolts? Nope, it's all the same hardware. So we got 4 sets of 4. It doesn't matter which side your hard wheels are on or your caster wheels. I don't know. I don't really think it makes a difference. It does matter. Because the handle is on the right side, you want the casters to be on the same side, the ball bearing casters to be on the same side, so that you have your articulation using the handle. So that's smart. Glad I read the directions for that, which means that your hard casters will go up here on this side. We're looking at a 12mm socket for these. It's a little bit loose. 12mm will do. The bolts line up on either side of the wheel. So if you have a really long Allen key set, you could probably get straight to that. I think that would work fairly well. And that's one. I really don't think you need me to show you how to install 16 bolts to put on casters. So I'll be right back after I do this. Alright, my handle. Now let's move on to the top chest. Apparently there's no assembly required on the top. Now the top does have a different set of keys from the bottom because you buy these separately, and the key code on these are obvious. You can read the key code right on them, and they're different codes. And I tried to swap the keys and not going to work. So you can only have one key per box. Oh, little grommets for the bottom. So there is minor assembly required. Yeah, now it doesn't slide around, so that's cool. It has hydraulic arms, very smooth. Big Husky logo there. I picked up some drawer liner to go along with this. Two of these rolls, $10 a piece. So the price of the drawer liner was pretty fair, and that is for 18 inches by 100 inches. So I thought that was fair, so I picked up 2 rolls, and hopefully that will be enough, should be enough to cover this. And if not, I have some additional drawer liner laying around that I can use. And the drawer liner isn't really that big of a deal. It's just to help keep this surface from getting scratched up and rusting. Protect your surfaces, protect your toolbox, and it will last hopefully a lifetime. That's what I'm looking at getting out of this. I want this to be my lifetime toolbox. And I am a fan of Husky. I've used a lot of different Husky products. Matter of fact, my tried and true ratchet set is Husky, and that was one of the very first tools that I ever got. And I love my Husky set, my Husky ratchet set. I still have not found a really good ratchet set that's comparable. That's really what set me off on falling in love with Husky. Yes, and I know it's basically just a rebrand of Stanley and a lot of generic other tools. So the brand name doesn't really mean as much as the quality. And I like Husky tools. Yeah, they will break like anything else, but Husky tools have a lifetime warranty. You break a socket, call Husky up, they'll send you a replacement. So this is how tall I am compared to the whole deal, and it's a really nice size. I love the deep drawers. This top chest was the cheaper of the top chest. This is not actually the top chest designed to go on this chest. Yes, it fits, but there is a different, much larger top chest. As you can see, all this extra space here. There is a much deeper top chest, as well as a much taller top chest that is supposed to go with this bottom chest. But this is a cheaper option. So you can put this top chest on the bottom chest and it'll work just brilliant. Listen there, there are cardboard slides on the side. There are. There's like little cardboard pieces here to firm it up, I'm guessing, from the floor model. Oh, wow. These things slide out super easy now. So with the cardboard in there, it's a little hard. And this one gets like stuck, locked in place. This one's much harder to pull, so is this one. So these get kind of like friction locked with the sliders on the bearings on the side, have like the little latch mechanism on it. The top one, yes, top one does as well. So, yeah, that's really nice. This drawer is the same depth as all the other drawers. And then you start getting into the deeper drawers on the bottom three until you hit this last one, which is a pretty good depth. So, a lot of big tools, sanders, you know, belt sanders, I don't know what other big tools I have laying around, all of my air wrenches. Maybe I'll put that jack in there. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you could actually fit jack stands in here if you really wanted to, but it'll screw up your surfaces, so I wouldn't recommend it. But I will be putting a lot of my big tools in here and getting organized. So for the time being, that is basically just going to sit right there up against the car, but eventually it will go right there, right in between that rack and here. If you got storage problems, this will go a long way to solving them. Yeah, cabinets are great, but when it comes to organizing tools like wrenches, you know, making sure all your wrench sets are in line, you know, you can't beat a thin dish drawer like this. A lot of thin dish drawers for lots of wrenches, lots of little stuff, screwdrivers. This one here, 1000-051-849. is the big bottom chest, and the top chest is 1000-051-847. So you have 849 and 847, which might mean that the larger top chest is 848, and this is the smaller of the two options, as well as cheaper, which is more important for me. After putting away all my tools, cleaning up a little bit, vacuuming, you can see I have a workbench again. The full length of the workbench, pretty much. So I am really happy right now. So up top here we just have some eyeglasses and just miscellaneous stuff. One other thing that I figured out is that you cannot open these drawers unless this top part is open. I'm not really a fan of. It just kills me. Why even have a lock if it's like almost like a double lock system? I do not want to have to open this top part every single time if I want to open these top drawers. I know that's kind of a standard feature. I'm not a fan of it. Never have been. I think it's stupid. My top drawer has all of my wrenches, screwdrivers, socket sets, drill bits will go in here as well. But my drill bit kits won't really fit in here, so those just basically get standalone, stored on a shelf. All my, this one's kind of wobbly here. How's it doing that? This one's kind of getting stuck. I don't know why that is. I'll look into greasing the slides. And in the owner's manual, they tell you to grease the slides every 6 months or so, just to keep them in good working order. So this drawer has all of my pliers, cutters, torque wrench, just because it fit. Down here, air tools, air tool accessories. Just miscellaneous drawer for now. All this stuff will eventually get stored in a cabinet as well, and it'll free up another chest for me, another drawer. This is where my power tools will go. My power tools are currently up in that cabinet, so a lot of that stuff will end up getting put down here. And this big case will go up there. 3-jaw puller, so a lot of the big stuff will go in here. So just all of that helped me get organized, clean up my workspace a little bit. My toolbox is now empty. All of my tools that were in my toolbox are now in here. Yeah, I have a lot of tools from that toolbox. Just about filled half of this thing. I stuffed a lot of tools in there. My socket set will not fit in here, and I really don't like the idea of putting all of my sockets on rails. I like my little socket kit that I can just tote around with me, so I'll probably just keep it just like that right on top of my toolbox. For the most part, that is all of my tools. My tools, not like specialized large things. Even my breaker bar fit in here. I got my 1/2-inch breaker bar even fit in here. I don't know how long that is. That's a pretty long, standard size 1/2-inch breaker bar. As well as pry tools will fit in here. So, oh look, my tape measure's right there. I didn't have to go very far for it. So this is about 15 deep. And these are 10.5 deep. So the bottom shelves are deeper. They are higher shelves. Much thicker in height as well as depth. So overall, I love it. Abso-freaking-lutely love it. It's already improved my life. It's given me my workbench back. I don't have stuff scattered all over my workbench. I don't have to go running around looking for tools. I know where all of my tools are, and if there are still some scattered around, I'll find them eventually and put them back in. And as part of my tool hunt, I actually found a lot of tools that I was missing. My 1-inch wrench right there. Brake bleeder flare wrench. Found that one too. So getting organized has really helped me. So I know all of my stuff is in there except for 2 wrenches that I'm still missing. My small adjustable wrench spanner and my really large adjustable wrench spanner. I have no idea where those went, and I need them. They might be in my brother's room, so I'm gonna have to ask him. This is my first tool chest, so I don't have a lot of experience. I like the bearings, I like the slides, they feel good. I did try out a lot of different ones in Home Depot as well as Harbor Freight. This has been actually a couple months in the making of picking out the right tool chest for me. Just happened on a whim, really. I just got so frustrated with my tool storage issues that the process was expedited, really. I didn't really have much choice. Otherwise, I would still be swimming in parts around the workbench. And it's so neat and clean now. And in case you're wondering, this is an air compressor in an upcoming video for the Saturn. So stay tuned, got more videos to come. Husky tool chest. Cool.